So, on my last video about immersion in GTA, I sparked a lot of discussion on the tone of GTA's story. There were some who believed that GTA should always be a chaotic, arcadey, action-packed game, and the more detailed and emotional stories should be kept to Rockstar's other properties, namely Red Dead. There was even this person claiming that I was trying to make GTA boring, which isn't fair because I'm not even one of those people arguing for having to fill up your car at the gas station. I was about to start responding to comments, but I figured I would just make a video since I've been thinking about this a lot myself. So, in the last video, I touched on the concept of deeper character moments as a way to immerse yourself in the world, and there were some people who seemed to take this as me wanting a strictly serious game devoid of any humor. That's not true at all. Even in Red Dead Redemption 2, you have tons of hilarious moments in the story. Even in the Grand Theft Auto series, you have GTA 4 with arguably the most serious story in the franchise so far, having tons of moments that are there to get a laugh out of you. I guess the point I'm trying to make is that we can have a more grounded story focused on the characters while still leaving room for absurdity. Another person argued that GTA will not be serious at all because it's aimed at a casual audience, comparing it to Fortnite and Call of Duty. This may be accurate when talking about GTA Online, but that's not at all comparable to the story mode. Red Dead Redemption 2 is one of the highest selling video games of all time, and the online mode for that game has been essentially dead for years at this point, so the online mode is certainly not why it has sold as many copies as it has. Now, I did make a comment in the last video that I thought that Rockstar would be leaning more towards a serious story compared to GTA 5, but this is of course just speculation. But I feel like we already know a lot about the characters and stories in GTA 6, even just from the trailer. There's obviously the relationship between Lucia and Jason that is going to be central to whatever the story is going to be. Now, this is just me speculating, but I think that the story is going to revolve around Lucia and Jason's criminal activities and how it affects the relationship, positively or negatively. Where it goes from there, who knows? I just have a hard time imagining GTA 6 following a similar tone and story to GTA 5. We already got the increasing stakes heist, so it makes sense for Rockstar to tackle the GTA story from a different angle. Rockstar is all about innovating on what they've done before, so it just seems unlikely that Rockstar does a repeat of what we saw in 5. Even if we don't get a return of the high-octane action movie type missions from 5, I still think that a lot of the common mission types and scenes can be elevated through the lens of a more serious and dramatic game. Imagine getting to deeply know and understand the characters of Lucia and Jason and playing as them as you gun down a pair of rival criminals. Maybe leading up to it we learn about their history with this pair and other run-ins that they have had with them in the past. It's just going to make that bloodbath feel more satisfying. With all that said, I guess it's pretty obvious where I stand on what the tone of GTA 6's story should be. To me, all signs are pointing to it being a more grounded and serious story, which is exactly what I want. Now, there was a time not too long ago that I was on the other side of this debate. I thought that overall GTA's story should always be wacky and over the top, because that's just what fits the original intent of the series. But man, Red Dead completely changed my mind on that. If we're going to be waiting 8 years between new games from Rockstar, then at this point they better be aiming to top themselves. Red Dead Redemption 2 is about as close as a game can get to being perfect to me, so anything resembling what they did there is welcome. I am, of course, arguing for what is my personal tastes and hopes, so I don't speak for everyone in this video. But even if you are one of the people who don't care about the story and just wants a new game that allows you to run over pedestrians on the beach, I am sure you can still do that and more in GTA 6. Anyways, let's keep this discussion going in the comments section. What type of story do you want to see in GTA 6? And hopefully this time I'll just be in the comment section responding rather than making an entire video.